Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to say thanks to Mr. Shamsuddin for giving me a chance to conduct my micro teaching here. Alright, students, so today I would like to explain about TOEFL structure. But first, why TOEFL? Why it must be TOEFL? Of course, because TOEFL is the important thing to fulfill the graduation requirement and then apply scholarship or apply certain jobs and etc. So TOEFL it's like a gate. If you master TOEFL, you can easily meet the graduation requirement. You can easily apply scholarship, even get some certain jobs. And then why TOEFL structure? Because here TOEFL structure is considered as the most difficult part in TOEFL test because it will test your competence in grammar. And in TOEFL structure is located in the second part after the listening section, and it consists of 40 questions, and you have only 25 minutes to accomplish these 40 questions. So basically, you only have 37.5 seconds to do to answer one question. And then, in TOEFL structure, in part A, it consists of 15 questions about sentence completion. So you have to choose one correct answer out of 4 options. And then in part B, there are 25 questions about error identification. So you have to identify one grammatical mistakes among 4 underlined words. Okay, are you ready to practice TOEFL structure? Here we go. Look at these 4 sentences. Okay, the first questions. Plants blah blah blah, nutrients, water, and light to grow. Well, please remember that a sentence must have at least subject and verb. So where is the subject here? Yes, plants here is a subject. Okay, so of course we can eliminate option A and option D. Because A, there is it here. We don't need it as a subject because we have plants as a subject. And then option D is needed. No, because this sentence is actually the general facts, which is usually always use simple present tense. But in option D, it uses present continuous tense. Okay, so in question number 1, there are 2 answers left, right? Needs or need? Okay, look at this subject again. Plants with S. So it means that it belongs to plural noun. That's why the verb must be verb 1 without S. So where is the answer? Yes, C. Let's move to question number 2. Water will boil if blah 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 at 100 degrees Celsius. Look at this sentence. This sentence has 2 clauses. This one is main clauses and this one is subordinate clause. Okay. I mean, this one is main clause and this one subordinate clause. And let's focus on this subordinate clause. In this subordinate clause, is it, it use active voice or passive voice? Yes, passive voice. That's right. That's why we can directly eliminate option C and D. Yeah, it's not passive voice, right? So there are two options left. Is heated or heated? Okay, if it is passive voice, it must be if it is heated. The complete one, if it is heated. So in option A, is heated without it. So that's incorrect. But why option B just heated? Because if it is heated, can be reduced as only heated. So the answer is B. Okay, let's move to error identification in number 3. Komodo dragons can use their poisonous saliva to paralyze larger prey. Okay, Komodo dragons can use this. Can here is a model. You know what model? Model like can, could, would, have to, must, something like that. And model is followed by verb 1 without S. So the grammatical mistake here, the incorrect one is A, because it must be used without S. Okay, let's move to the last question. Although it was officially opened to the public in 1975, the construction of National Monument has begun since 1961. Well, at glance, this sentence is perfect. I mean, nothing wrong on this sentence. But look at the timeline, the two timeline here, 1975 and 1961. Both of them happened in past time, right? But in 1961 is more past than 1975. So actually this sentence is categorized as past perfect tense. So in past perfect tense, there is no has here, but it should be had. So the answer is C. Okay? What do you think about this question? Is it difficult or so-so or easy? Difficult? Okay, that's all right. We can still learn together. Okay, here I have some tips in TOEFL, right? The first one, relax. Don't be panic. If you panic, oh no, you cannot think clearly. And then the second one, think fast, but be careful with many traps. And then next, the third one, what is it? Okay, don't spend too much focus on one question because you only have very limited time in doing TOEFL tests. And then the last tips for me, rehearse more because practice makes perfect, right? Yes. So the more you get familiar with the task, the easier you answer the questions. Okay. Before we end our session, do you have any questions so far? No? Good. Thank you. Okay, let's end our meeting today by saying Hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Thank you so much for participating. I hope you can enjoy the learning. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.